West Coast Green, the largest conference and expo on green innovation for residential buildings, starting today in San Francisco. But what are the costs that come with these innovations? Are green building techniques and products more cost-effective than their traditional counterparts? Joining us now from San Francisco is Urban Revision Executive Director and Organic Architect Founder, Eric Corey-Freed. Eric will lead one of the discussions at the Green Building Conference this Saturday. Eric, great of you to be here. Thanks so much. Is there a misconception that putting up a green building is a great deal more expensive than what might be called a traditional building?
Yes, absolutely. There's been that misconception for a while. And it makes sense because in the early days of green building, we were adding to it. But now, there's really no cost differential.
But why wouldn't more builders build green, so to speak?
Well, builders are, a very risk-averse bunch. We've been building the same way for 175 years now, and we're not really that ready to change. But slowly, builders are understanding the benefits and opportunities of green building.
Hey, Eric, it's Brian. Does it pay off? You see a lot of advertising, and you wonder if it's just greenwashing, but does it work? Does the marketing justify the extra cost of the building?
Well, there is a lot of greenwashing, but in truth, for every dollar you spend on a green building feature, you're going to get that at least 10 times over the life of the building. On average, we see about a $67 per square foot improvement in green building costs. And really, that's where the real impact of a building is in the operation. If you think about it, the heating and the air conditioning and the electrical plugs, those all take a toll on the environment and really a toll on your bottom line.
But Eric, aren't the most, I'm speaking from a consumer's perspective, the most energy efficient water heaters and appliances, aren't they also the most expensive? And when people do the math, you have to look years and years out for them to essentially pay for the extra cost, pay for themselves.
What we typically see is on most things about a 3-year payback. Solar panels go up to a 10-year payback, which is high for a lot of homeowners. But in truth, most of the things that people should be doing really pay themselves back in under 3 years, and it's kind of silly not to do them.
Like what?
Well, insulating in all the spaces that you can, your attic and so forth. Turning down your hot water heater, most people have it up way too high. Really being smarter about how we use our energy and how we use our water. It'd be great if just everybody installed a programmable thermostat in their home, and they'd see a vast difference on their energy bill.
We see I go back to the marketing, we see so much everybody's, sort of lobbing onto this. From your point of view, how much is real? Again, we use the term greenwashing, where companies are like, we're green, but they haven't changed anything except for their logo, or something like that. How real is it right now, Eric?
Well, percentage-wise, I have no idea, but one of my favorite things to do is to walk through a conference or call up a manufacturer and not tell them who I am and just start asking questions and to see what they get wrong. Really, the best thing for consumers to do is just to ask questions. Where did this come from? What are the byproducts of making it? How healthy is it? And what are we going to do with it when we're done with it? And those are all good questions, and oftentimes the manufacturers don't get them right.
But Eric, is doing a green renovation, I read about them, I watch them on TV, doing a green renovation where you essentially say rip out a whole kitchen and throw it away and then replace it, is that really green and better for the environment than just leaving that old linoleum floor in place?
Well, you make a good point. The truth is one of the greatest things to do is not to do anything, which is why a big tenet of green building is to build something that's durable and long-lasting, so we don't need to come back every 5 years and remodel it. But we're not throwing things away. When we take apart a building, instead of demolishing it, we're disassembling it. And typically in one of our buildings, we're recycling 85% of what we're taking out and putting it to other uses.
Eric, thanks for being here. It was good to see you. Eric Corey-Freed, Executive Director of Urban Revision and Organic Architect Founder. Be well.
Thanks.
All right, take a quick break, and on the other side of it, we are going to be talking about Saturn. It appears that the sun may be setting on Saturn. We're going to give you the latest on the deal that no longer is. Stick around.
Always outspoken.
You're an idiot.
Always on the money.
What a punk.
And always ready to get down to business. Time is coming. October 5th, Fox Business